Hey everyone, it's Phil again from Squad Airsoft, just bringing you a quick video here today about another gas blowback pistol, which would be the Echo1 Timberwolf. These ones here are, pretty much Echo1's first kind of venture into the gas blowback kind of section, and they've done an amazing job. This gun here is the personal pistol that I do carry when I'm in airsoft skirmishes. I've had mine for about a year now, kind of when they first were released, and it's been nothing but amazing. I've never had any issues with it, never had to replace any parts. Really just minimal greasing is all that's had to be done, and not to mention that it's just reliability-wise for firing is amazing. So when you do purchase one, you would be getting this nice little case that comes with them. It's just a soft case, which is a really nice touch by Echo1. It's always nice to get a case, that way you don't have to spend the extra 10, 20 bucks. To get something to carry it around and to make sure that you're, doing a good job of keeping it concealed away from public, as well as just, having basically something to cover your investment, I guess we could call it. So again, it's the Echo1 Timberwolf. These do sell for $169, I believe it is, on our site, squadairsoft.ca. And this is exactly what you would be getting. So it does come in all black or black with a tan lower. It's actually an FDE color, so a little bit of the lighter tan. First thing you're seeing here is that you do actually have an additional back strap, which is a bit more round, a bit of a larger back strap. So if you have larger hands, maybe that's going to be the thing for you. The magazine, of course, is a double stack, I believe 24 to 25 rounds, really give or take, which is green gas or propane, of course. So this does come standard with your gun as well. These do actually accept the WE magazines as well. So if you're currently using a WE, Glock variant, you could use those mags if you want to switch over to a Timberwolf, which I actually do recommend, because I have owned a WEG-18, and it was probably the worst pistol I've ever owned. About 3 magazines into the gun, the air nozzle broke on it, which then should have recorded it, but basically ended up in me actually breaking the gun pretty much with a hammer. So this one here is less money than most of the WE Glocks or Glock variants, and really, to be honest, is a way better built gun. When it comes to internally, externally, it's a much better functioning gun. Reliability wise, again, like I said, I've had mine for about a year and I haven't had any issues with it. So that's always something that you really are looking for, especially in a sidearm. It's not something that we use every single game, but when you do pull it out, you want to make sure that that thing is going to actually function. So to kind of take a look at the gun here, so it is actually a all-metal upper, including the slides internally are also made of metal, and quite a few, obviously, internal parts too. The lower is a very, very strong polymer. There's no creaks or anything of that matter in it. It is perfectly made, staying really true to kind of the Glock variant when it comes to the lower being polymer. Now, I believe it's Lone Wolf and basically Timberwolf is an actual aftermarket company that makes actual real Glock parts. So you are actually getting, kind of a licensed gun from that company there, which is always kind of cool as well. Especially being that it is a little bit different than your regular Glock variant. It's kind of something a little bit more, kind of unique when it comes to anything regarding a Glock variant compared to just your regular standard looking one. So basically it would be based off a G17 or a Glock 17, and let's really take a look at some functionality of it. So when it comes to your safety on this pistol, it is not actually a trigger safety. It does actually have the holes milled into it, so I'm not too sure if you'd be able to add in that kind of functionality if you would like to. It seems like it is there just in case. But the actual safety is located on the bottom here, which is this little kind of metal serial plate, basically is what it's supposed to look like. It does actually slide back and forth in case you actually want to change, your gun into a safe mode. That way you make sure, maybe you're storing it. Probably a good idea to put it on safety to make sure no one gets a hold of it and shoots themselves with it. When it comes to basically your everyday kind of use of the gun, you do obviously have your slide lock basically on the side, your slide catch, as well as your magazine release right there, and it is kind of protruding a little bit, which is nice because it's very easy to push through with your thumb, but it does not push super easily, as in when you're going to be playing, you're going to eject your mag by accident. So when we pull back the slide there, you can see it is a metal inner barrel there, or sorry, outer barrel, obviously with inner barrel as well. And the top slide there, everything is very sturdy on this gun, and it is actually an amazing blowback on the gun too. Sounds very nice, very realistic. and of course, when you're pressing down the trigger, you don't have to click down that little latch like most of the Glocks have, again, because this one does not actually have that. When you look on this side here, you got your Made in Taiwan stickers on there. Those do come off very easily. They don't leave any residue or anything like that, so no worries about anything like that. When it comes to the sights, it is a very standard kind of Glock with the U kind of shaped rear sight, and then just the white dot for the post at the front. This gun is actually amazing when it comes to accuracy. I've fired many gas blowback pistols, including CO2 ones, and I don't think there's been anything that's really been as accurate and as consistently accurate as the Echo1 Timberwolf. This thing definitely drives in nails, man. You can really hit a pinpoint up to a pretty good range, including the hop-up, which is adjustable on the pistol as well. But I found just way came straight out of the box, it shot perfect for me. So I haven't even touched the hop-up. I don't want to touch the hop-up because I don't want it to shoot any different than the way it is right now. When it comes to your takedown on the gun, basically it'd be the same as every kind of Glock variant. So you're just going to pull back your slide. Let's hope I can do this in one try, seeing that I barely have any fingernails. Let's see. There we go. So on the bottom here, of course, you're going to have your standard kind of internals for all the trigger assembly. You do, again, have the rails up here, which are made of metal, which is great because that's really going to help the longevity of your gun, in its life cycle, to make sure that it doesn't break off or anything like that. A lot of people get worried about the kind of polymer lowers, mainly because most polymer lowers would come with polymer rails, which is definitely prone to cracking after a lot of use. Again, I've had my Timberwolf for about a year now, and there's not really any wear and tear even on it, so quite amazing for for a gun that comes in at such a good low price point. Really, there it's nice and low and affordable, really, for everyone, being under the $200 mark, and for what you're getting for that $200 is amazing. When it comes to your rail system, you do have a rail on the bottom there, so you can attach any lasers or flashlights or anything of that matter. So that is available there to you, as well as the trigger guard actually does have a good amount of space, so that when you are wearing gloves, you are going to be able to easily get your finger in there and not really have any blockages. And when it comes to your magazine release, you do have it right here on the side. It does protrude out a little bit, which is fantastic because really when you want to eject that mag, it's quite easy to get your finger on. Your thumb is in a nice location. I do have larger hands, so it probably is a little bit easier for me, but it is easier to push that in. But that being said, it does not push in too easily to the point where if you're holding your gun and you kind of graze across it, you're not going to drop your mag out. So that's another good feature too. I've had that all the time. I find they're just a little bit too easy to push, and it may be easy just to by accident drop that mag out. When it comes to changing your back kind of what are these called again? Basically your back kind of grip section. Of course, you again have this more round one, which is more like a Glock variant, whereas the Timberwolf comes with a very flat grip, which is more to feel like a 1911. It's kind of a hybrid between the two, but you can always all you got to do is take this and kind of give it a nice pull that off, slide this one up through the rails, it clicks in, and then there you go. You got your kind of a wider grip there with a round back. So if that's your thing, of course, then there you go, you're good to go. Set it down for a second. When it comes to your internals on the top here, of course, you do have your recoil spring, air nozzle, everything like that's all nicely put together, including the inner barrel. You can, again, with the threaded inner barrel there, you could put on a mock suppressor if you'd like, maybe even a longer barrel if you'd like to. It has seen that quite a bit lately, so apparently a lot of people like doing that. Nice thing about this, too, is that even with a mock suppressor on the front, it will still fully function correctly. Some guns, most likely with the WEs, as my Glock 18 did not function properly with it, but with that mock suppressor and the longer inner barrel, it didn't even fire correctly, so I had to take that completely off, and then the gun broke after 3 weeks of using it, which was terrible. So one thing I've really noticed with the Echo1 Timberwolf is that this air nozzle seems to be much more durable and of higher quality than the WE ones that come with it. Again, it was almost about 3 magazines in with the WE G18 where the air nozzle actually broke on me, rendering really the gun useless. In case I just wanted to replace it, I guess I could have done that, but instead I actually broke it with a hammer because I was peeved off. So I went out right away, bought this one here as soon as I kind of fired up Squad Airsoft. and I've been able to use all my WE Glock mags with it, which is fantastic. And this gun is far much better than the G18 was, or even the G17, I would assume as well. The problem with the WEs I had as well is that they actually dump propane or green gas out the back of it onto your hand, and unless you're wearing gloves, you're going to get gas burn on your hand, which really sucks because it's there for about a day or two. Again, just so you can see in here, right on the side there is your hop-up adjustment in case you do want to tinker around with that. More than welcome to. It's very easy to set back to the kind of the opening position as well. And we'll just put these back together. I can do it. And there we go. We're back together. So this mag is empty. There's no gas in it. Goes in with a really nice positive click when it is in there. The weight of this gun is amazing. It is actually very, very close to a real actual Glock. I have fired one in real life, and this thing definitely does feel very realistic when it comes to the weight. It would lock back, of course, on your last actual shot. When the magazine's empty, it's going to lock back, and it does have an amazing sound when it comes to it, too. It's a really great gun. When it comes to your blowback, it's very strong. Sounds great. It's actually a pretty loud pistol. Some people don't really like having a loud pistol because they think it gives away their position or whatever it may be, but really for just kind of the fun factor of it and the usability of it, it's amazing. It sounds great. And again, really the highlight, I think, with the Echo1 Timberwolf would be its price point being under $200, as well as that it's just purely reliable, and that's what you need when it comes to a secondary gun. If your first gun goes down, or maybe you're using something where if at close range really isn't an option because it's maybe a longer rifle, you can always bust out your Timberwolf with a 25 or 50 round mag, and you're not going to have to worry about having any issues, any jamming or misfires, anything of that matter. And also another point, it just keeps going on and on. I really don't have anything bad to say about the Timberwolf. When it comes to gas efficiency, these things are amazing on gas. A lot of the time I've been able to get 1.5 to 2 mags per fill. I've never had a mag run out of gas before it's been fully unloaded, which is again another problem I had with my WE Glock, as I found that I'd maybe get half a mag, and then I would be sputtering on gas, and the gun would stop functioning. So definitely a key. You want to get at least one full mag out of a fill. That way that you all those rounds, those 25 or 50 rounds, are going to be accessible to you. You're not going to have to bring some sort of gas system out to fill up a mag halfway through. So again, guys, this was the Echo1 Timberwolf gas blowback pistol. It is available in all black, such as seen as this one here. It also does come with a tan lower receiver. If that's kind of more your thing to match out your loadout, you can always purchase the Echo1 Timberwolf. It'll say black/tan, so that one is available as two, just really the two models. Again, so it comes with the one magazine, your soft case, as well as your two back straps, as well as the gun, of course, itself. These do come with an orange tip. I literally took a piece of a plier, just kind of wiggled back and forth, comes out right away, and it's not going to harm any of your internal threading there. So you can definitely take that off. Basically, these guns always come from the States, so we do have to actually have those on there when they first get shipped in. More than likely, we're probably going to take it off for you. We know everyone in Canada takes off the orange tip. If you don't want us to, of course, then that's always something you can just mark down in the notes. The odd time we do have these in stock, so they would be ordered or available for order right away. Most of the time now, just as some of the previous videos we explained to you, they are going to be more on the pre-order status. There is an actual deal we can do. It's a little bit more of a hefty order, but if you have a team or anything of that matter that's looking to all use the same actual pistol, we are able to order these in bulk of 10, so we can get an order of 10, and it would be much cheaper for you, to get all 10 of those through, or maybe you want to resell them or whatever it may be. I'll leave that up to you, but we do have that available too. Also, again, single purchase of each one is $169.99. So again, it's an amazing price for this gun. Definitely, in my opinion, probably the best gas blowback out there at the moment, especially under $200. This thing is amazing. There really is nothing bad to say about it. If I could try to nitpick something to say, that I would change on it, maybe more back straps. I don't know. It's literally nitpicking at that point there. I can't think of anything. Just one more quick note that I kind of forgot when we we're going through is this little kind of beaver tail at the back. It is a nice little feature to have. One of the most common things with a Glock variant pistol, more so in real steel than airsoft, is that when we're firing a Glock and this racks back, sometimes you get pinched in between by these little things here, so that little beaver tail there makes it pretty much impossible for you to pinch your finger unless you got your hand up above, the back end of it. So again, guys, this is Echo1 Timberwolf. It is available for $169.99 at squadairsoft.ca. Go ahead and go pick yourself up one if you're looking for a new pistol. You absolutely are making the right choice in that end. You really can't go wrong with one of these, and they'll last you a long, long time. Guys, click down below on the subscribe button if you want to kind of follow along with me going through with some gun reviews as well as, shooting tests. We will for sure get a shooting test of the Echo1 Timberwolf here for you, just to show you how accurate it is and, really with the gas efficiency as well, and we'll chrono it too. Usually goes in around 360 to 370 feet per second with the Timberwolf, so it's a nice, powerful punch to it, especially if you want a gun for the kind of outdoor skirmishes. This is perfect for you. So again, guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. Hope you enjoyed it and me ranting and rumbling on, but again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and take care, guys. Bye-bye.